It's been a struggle this season to cover something you so desperately want to see win.
This Panthers home is right here on the mat, where he pounces into action.
I would rather get punched in May than get knocked out in October. That sign flew high and proud last night as the Blue Jays swept the Rangers in the ALDS. And man, I couldn't agree more with it as Toronto did it again, knocking Texas out of the playoffs for the second straight year.
Getting your physical is a 1-2-3 process. All you got to do is go to your local doctor's office, and it's required for every athlete before the season.
It is Black Monday today in college football. No, I do not mean there was a sale for college football tickets and merchandise. I mean today is typically the day around the country that head coaches get fired and hired, which starts the never-ending coaching carousel. And the first team to jump on the ride, well, the University of Texas Longhorns, who fired head coach Charlie Strong over the weekend and hired Tom Herman from Houston.
It's a killer workout here in the pool tandem. I will tell you this though, I'm gonna enjoy swimming right now. This very hot day. Send it back to you guys in the studio.
100 wins at one school. It's every coach's dream. But on Friday, it was Midland High head coach Craig Yenzer's reality. The Dogs, in a come-from-behind win, beat Mojo by 1 point, putting Yenzer into the history books.
Last night, Cowboys fans left AT&T Stadium in a not-so-happy fashion as the Cowboys lost their NFC divisional round game to the Green Bay Packers 34-31. You probably have already seen the highlights. Mason Crosby had a game-winning field goal. Aaron Rodgers was spectacular, especially with 2 minutes left. But you can't discredit the Cowboys. They came back from an 18-point deficit, their largest deficit all season. Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott played well in their first postseason game, just couldn't get the job done. But looking forward to next season, they could be right back in this position. They have everyone coming back. Jason Witten, Des Bryant, the two rookies, their offensive line, key figures on the defensive side of the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what moves they make in the offseason, especially with quarterback number 9, Tony Romo. Will he be in a Cowboy uniform next year? Well, no one really knows for now. It was business as usual here in Iran as the Braves hit the football field for the first time since the tragic bus accident on Friday night.
This year, we covered overtimes and comebacks, undefeated seasons, and upsets. But one thing that hit home for myself was a small-town team from Iran, Texas. The Braves are known to live in a quote-unquote underground city, a place I barely knew of when I came to West Texas. But if I've learned one thing, it's everyone now knows where Iran is and how strong their community can be in the face of tragedy. Sometimes football is more than just scoring points on a pass or a run, and it's more than just bringing people together on a Friday night. Football in West Texas can be a medicine for an open wound trying to recover, and that's exactly what it was this year.
I have seen no-hitters. I've been a part of walk-off home runs. But what happened here tonight in Midland was historic. The Midland Rockhounds won the Texas League crown for the third year in a row, breaking a 91-year record in the Texas League. And of course, the Rockhounds celebrated, as you can see from me, in grand fashion. As you saw, it's been an emotional weekend for the Iran Braves, but tonight, it's all going to come to fruition here in Abilene at Shotwell Stadium.
What up, West Texas high school football fans? I'm Jake Gadon, and it's Friday night at 10:15, so you know exactly what that means. It's time for the fifth quarter on CBS 7. Play action pass, okay, to Sammy Segura, and watch the footwork here. Toe tapping at the end of the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Hicks, he's going to roll out. First, he's going to have a fake handoff, rolls out, and hits Drayen Perez. But look at this catch. Down at the 1, but that man deserves a replay. Let's look at this. Let's look at the concentration on that. Crazy stuff right there for the Indians. San Angelo traveling well tonight. Then Mojo on the next possession. Quarterback Steve Steen pitches it back to slot back Cody Wood. Wood can't handle the ball. Fumble. And Central recovers. Nothing would come of it, but after both these teams have 3 and outs, Central back with it. Vincent taking matters into his own hands up the middle for the juke move and the 35-yard game that would set up this. David Manning from 2 yards out. 14-0 Central. And then yet again, Mojo with another 3 and out. Central on the third down here. Vincent, Henry, Teeter, are you kidding me? Catching that, and that was a great coverage there from Permian. That top 10 play would lead to this. Vincent throwing it up there. Let the 6'8 guy just go for it in West, and that's another Bobcat touchdown. 21-0 Central. Henson would take it then to the air with the beautiful bomb to Angel Racon for the touchdown. Great throw and catch right there, 7-0 Eagles.
Rocket cheerleaders are presenting a check in the amount of $3,000.
From tragedy to triumph, the Ira Braves will be playing in the biggest football game of their lives on Thursday. But this Cinderella story started way before two-a-days in August. Bring it back to 2006. Senior Cannon Andrews, Clayton Kent, Wyatt Banner, Stephen Garlock, Dario Lazoya, and 6 others made a pact during a Little League baseball game. In our senior year, they said, we will win a state championship. A true child's dream.
Kind of just always been in our minds that we want to win as much as we can, and this is as far as you can go.
But now an 8-year-old's dream is an 18-year-old's reality.
It's one of the most important games of our lives, and this is what we've been wanting since freshman year, been talking about since Little League. So, I mean, this is the most important game of our lives for sure.
No one could have dreamt up an undefeated season or a fatal bus crash, but these boys knew from a young age being a Brave football player meant business.
No, I mean, after all we've gone through and how much support they've been showing, it's going to really lift everyone's spirits and make them real proud of us, and that's really all we want to do.
Now the Braves will arrive at their ultimate goal, the gates of AT&T Stadium, as head coach Mark Kierhoff will go for his second state championship.
Definitely our senior year. It's been amazing. We've stepped up to the plate and shown everyone what we can do and how far we can go, and planning to do that, show it off on Thursday, and hopefully win a state title.
We'll tell you what, if I can take any group and see if it can be done, it's you.
In Ira Ann, Jake Gadon, CBS 7 Sports.
It's a story all new tonight at 6. Fridays are usually for football in the Basin, but tonight we are calling an audible.
Absolutely. Moving from the gridiron to the hardwood for an inspirational basketball story out of the Tall City. Our sports director, Jake Gadon, takes us there.
There you go. Take a better angle.
It's another typical practice for the Hillcrest Eagles and coach J.C. Smith. But her players are anything but.
The school is for kids that have learning disabilities.
The Hillcrest School is in its first year of having a basketball team at the school, and most of the students have never even competed in an organized game.
I'm not looking for you to win. I'm looking for you to work together as a team and start clicking and it start making sense.
One student, Jaden Albright, is brand new to the sport. Introduced to basketball for the first time 3 months ago. Jaden has a form of autism, severely impairing his communication and social interaction skills.
I like to dribble and then shoot a basket.
Started playing, I taught them a new play probably like 2 days before that game. During the game, I noticed them trying to do it. They started doing the defense that I had taught them.
Trinity was up 30 points over Hillcrest after the second quarter and went into halftime ready to talk a change in strategy. But instead, they had a change of heart.
In the third quarter, their coach, the Trinity coach, had leaned over and asked me if we let number 14 get the ball, would he shoot? And I was like, yeah, he will. And so I let Jaden know, hey, you're gonna get the ball and where to shoot.
The Chargers didn't have to let a kid who picked up a basketball 3 months ago shoot his first basket.
That's a moment I'll never forget. Like, seeing how happy that kid was after he made that shot was great.
It wasn't the game-winning shot, and when the game was over, Trinity had won by double digits. But it was the act of sportsmanship that did change the game decidingly. Play any game with this much love, both teams win.
I will never forget that. I will cherish it for the rest of my life.
In the Tall City, Jake Gadon, CBS 7 Sports.